But I had to do the ghost pepper. That was
how was that experience?
That hurt. See, because like, you know, you guys were saying like, oh, you know, and everyone in the chat was saying, oh, look forward to the next morning. Like you're gonna be shitting through a straw, and I was like, oh god.
No, the ramen was way worse.
Yeah, the ramen was way worse that we had. But yeah, I was fine. Like I had maybe like one painful shit, and then I thought that was gonna be like the beginning of the end.
No, the first one, the one that's spicy is the only one you get.
Yeah. But yeah, I was fine after that. I just, you know, I look back on this clip of me like shivering for 15 minutes afterwards, and I'm like, I literally look like I'm about to fucking die.
Yeah, I was like getting slightly worried when you start shivering.
Yeah,
I know it's because your body is just going into shock.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're like your body is rushing you with like fucking adrenaline and endorphins and all that kind of shit. And I just remember seeing you like go like this, and I'm just like, so are you alright, man?
I looked and like, you know, I think the worst part about it is when you watch that out of context, you see a dude who looks clearly sleep deprived with like huge bags under his eyes, shivering. I just look like a crack addict. Like I just looked like I was having withdrawals. I was like sleepy dudes with like it was not the best look.
I don't think the sleep deprivation helped as well, because I can't imagine trying a food that you really.
It was like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, dude. It was 7 in the morning. We were up for like 20 hours at that point, and you're like, perfect time to eat a ghost pepper.
No, to be honest, I couldn't taste anything.
Oh,
yeah, there was no flavor.
Was it as painful as you thought it would be?
Yeah.
I find that like sauces, like really like heavy sauce-based dishes that are spicy are the hardest to eat, because like, you know, like the hot ones stuff.
Yeah.
I can eat all of those hot ones sauce, like the hottest ones on wings, like no issue. Like I don't need milk or anything like that. It's just, it tastes good. Like the last dab, I like slather everything in that.
Right.
And it's all good because it's just a few bites, but it's very solid. But like we did the ramen video for yours.
Yeah.
And that wasn't that spicy. Like I'd say like it's not as spicy as like a ghost pepper or a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah.
But because it's just sauce.
Yeah.
It coats your mouth, coats your like esophagus,
and then it
goes in your stomach, and it hurts so much.
Yeah.
And then it takes a while, so you just keep eating.
Yeah.
And eating.
I definitely struggle more, I think, with that than the ghost pepper.
One burst of spice is not that bad. It's when you keep eating bursts of spice.
Yeah.
That like the pain
builds up,
multiplies.
Yeah. You don't give yourself a break.
That's why like eating one Carolina Reaper for me is like totally chill. Like I could do it now, and we could still film the episode, and it'd be chill.
Yeah.
But eating like those competitions where they eat like 40. I'm like, that's fucked.
How has anyone not died from that?
That's fucked. I don't know, because
I don't think you
can you die from spice?
No, you can go into shock though.
You can go into shock, but I don't. Has there been a recorded case of someone dying from spice? I'm not sure if there is. There has been.
You can burn a hole through your stomach.
I don't necessarily think that's true though. I think
you'd have to have a pretty weak stomach though, I feel.
Yeah, because like
I think it's a factor of things.
Because like for me, as someone who like loves spicy food, like trying to explain why I eat spicy food, or why, like, you know, like Joey's said to me all the time, like, oh, I don't know how you can like get through that or something like that. And I think one thing that's really underrated about why people eat spicy food is that the spicy food needs to taste good.
Yeah.
You know, because we when we think of like spicy challenges, we just think about getting through how spicy this spicy meal is, or getting through like this fucking pepper or something. But a big draw of spicy food is that even if you're in fucking pain and, you know, your mouth is hurting, if it tastes good with the spice, you want to finish it and you want to eat it because it tastes good.
I mean, that was it with the ramen video. Like, I would not have finished that if it didn't taste as good as it did. And it tasted really fucking good. If that did not taste good, I would just been like, no, fuck this.
Yeah, like I've had, like, for example, like the Coco Ichiban level 10 spice, and it is spicy, but it doesn't taste good at all. Like, it just feels like you're making it spicy to make it spicy.
Just artificial.
It's just artificial spice. Sometimes it just feels like this is just a flex at the end of the day, where we can make it this spicy, but it doesn't even, like, the taste doesn't marry well with the spice at all. And it just, like, if like proper good spicy dishes need to taste good,
it needs to complement the actual base food, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I have, like, for example, I have like Thai food without the spice, and it literally does feel like there's a component that's missing from the food.
So good.
Yeah. What are you gonna say, Astrid?
Capsaicin does cause tissue inflammation. So so a large enough dose could cause serious damage to your stomach. And
I feel you'd have to have like an egregious amount though to hit that point.
or something really spicy and have it all in one sitting, you could do enough damage to potentially kill you.
I used to, my ex-girlfriend was Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to meet her parents and stuff, everything had chilies in it.
Of
Yeah,
course.
It was
Yeah.
amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was like breakfast omelet with like 5 of those peppers that you put in like Thai food.
Fucking hell.
And I ate them all. And then, I don't know if I told the story, her mom came in and was like, why did he eat the peppers? And I was like, am I not supposed to eat the peppers? And she was like, no, you'll get stomach cancer if you eat the peppers. I'm like, why would you put them in the food? What the fuck? They were delicious. Like, it was good.
Yeah.
There's also like another restaurant, because she took me around to a bunch of the local restaurants. And there's one thing where it was like deviled mutton, it was called, or something.
Yeah.
And it was like,
That sounds badass.
it was like the
Yeah.
most delicious marinated mutton I'd ever had in my life.
Damn.
But it was like Doom level of spice.
Or if it's got the word devil.
Devil,
in it,
yeah.
Devil's
And it was like, I'm tearing up, but I'm like, fuck, it's so good. And it was like, even though I was in like so much pain, I'm like, just another bite. It's so good.
That's the thing about spicy food. If it's really good spicy food, you're like,
You power through. You
fuck,
power
yeah,
through.
just one more bite. Just when you take the bite, you're in a pain, but you're just like, oh, it just tastes so good
I
though.
don't know how to explain it, but like when it's super spicy and super delicious, it's almost like it's searing in the flavor into
Yeah,
your
yeah.
tongue.
Right,
So I'm
right,
like,
right.
this is so much flavor. Ah!
Because it's almost like if you take the spice out, because of like, for example, I've had like very, I've had unspiced Thai curry, I've had unspiced Indian curry as well, because we live in
No,
England,
can't do
and
that.
the best way I can describe it is that it just tastes flat. It tastes flat. There's something that's missing from the taste.
Right.
And,
It's like uncarbonated soda. Like
Yeah,
yeah. Kind
Yeah.
of. That's a good analogy, actually. It's the flavor's there, but there's like a texture. Or
The
something
flavor
that's
is
missing.
there, but the personality is gone. you know?
Exactly.
Indian curry, you know, if you have rice with it too, or you have naan, I feel like that's so nice to have like spice with it, because
Yeah.
it kind of helps mellow it out a bit.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, because like I never, for the longest time, I didn't understand that concept of like spice enhancing food, because up until I'd say maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I could not handle spice at all. Like if I went to Kokoichi, I would do like level 1, which is like the most basic shit, and I'd just be like, no, too spicy, I can't do it. And then I don't know what it was that like, where just one day I kind of just flipped a dime, and I was like, you know what, it hurts, but I'm enjoying it for some reason.